Okay, first, I want to offer our condolences, our sympathy to Kenny McKinley's family. Certainly this is a tragic loss for all Gamecocks, especially his teammates, coaches that knew him very well. And our players will hopefully do our grieving here next day or so, and we'll remember Kenny for the good times. And again, it's hard for us to comprehend how this all happened. So we'll handle it the best way we can here the next day or two. Okay, looking forward to the game with Auburn Saturday night, national TV game. Big game for us. Big game to see if we can go on the road and beat a really good team. They've been very successful, obviously, this year. And they closed with a good victory in the Outback Bowl last year. So they got a lot of momentum going. They got a big crowd, and it should be a loud, exciting game. But we're looking forward to seeing how we match up with Auburn this coming Saturday night over there. Okay, any questions?
Coach, what do you see from them defensively?
They play a lot of coverages. They disguise them all very well. They mix their man-to-man and zones in there. Clemson actually ran the ball a little bit the first half, but they shut them down pretty good there in the second half. Obviously, we're more of a running team now than a passing team, so we'll try to mix it up and see if we can't get a little bit, better blocking. We had some not very good blocking the last game. But anyway, they're a good defense. They're active, good athletes, well-coached team. And it'll be a challenge for our quarterback, our offensive line, and so forth.
Coach, how important is it for the community to know who the players are off the field?
How important is it the community know who the players are off the field
Instead of
as
just
well as
who
on
these
the
guys
field?
are, that we see the number.
Well, I think as a team it's important. It's important that our players are known to do a lot of goodwill works in the community as far as visiting schools, hospitals, and so forth. And I think our guys do an excellent job of that.
Coach, I think you just said we're a running team now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a surprising transformation for you as a coach who's obviously like to throw the ball in the past?
Well, if you got to do what you do best to try to win the game. We're not real good at throwing it as we have been running. But we've thrown successfully at times also. I shouldn't say that we're completely a running team. But we would hate to start throwing it 45, 50 times. Just history tells you something good doesn't happen when you have to throw that many times. So we'll try to take care of the ball a little bit better when we are throwing and give ourselves the best chance without some big mistakes that we had last week.
Coach, your last year at Florida, you lost a player in Aros Otan. Is there anything from that experience dealing with that loss of a player that's going to help you this week deal with the team?
I'm not sure if it's the exact same situation. Aros was just a freshman that had just got on board and actually passed away from something happened on campus there. Kenny's been gone into his second year now. And so a lot of our players on the team now did not know Kenny that well, but certainly the older guys, we all did. And so it'll be more involved with the players that knew Kenny very well, trying to restore them and get their attitude the correct way when a tragedy like this occurs. So this is a little bit different type situation.
Steve, can you share with us your favorite memories of Kenny as a player and also your favorite off-the-field memory of him?
Well, my favorite memory is that Kenny really was the first player to commit to South Carolina, although he committed about 2 days before I was hired. And during recruiting, I asked him, why'd you commit to South Carolina. And he said, I read in the paper that they were going to hire you. And I knew the ball would be in the air, and I'd get a chance to play wide receiver. And I just remember when he first showed up, he must have weighed 150 pounds. Real skinny kid. And, of course, he's the all-time leading receiver, yardage leader. Probably the first big game was the Tennessee game of '05 that we snuck in there and won it 16-15. He made several third down catches. And the slant route and the fade routes, he could run them as well as any receiver I've ever coached. So he was very quick, and of course we compare Ace Sanders to Kenny McKinley as far as quickness and able to get out of routes and so forth. But Kenny was always a wonderful team player, well liked by everyone. Never complained if he didn't get any passes. He'd block downfield. He'd do whatever you asked him to do.
Did you know when he first got here that he was going to be a receiver? Because I guess he was a quarterback in high school.
Yeah, he wanted to play receiver, and it didn't take long to realize he could get open and catch the ball. So we knew he had a chance to move in there and start playing, which I think his first start was about the middle of his freshman year.
Coach, you mentioned that you wanted to make sure your players had the correct attitude this week. What is the correct attitude?
Well, I don't know. We'll have our team psychologist, Dr. Malone, come over today, and our team chaplain, Adrian Dupree, will be over here, and we'll do a little counseling. We'll do a little talking, and they will try to answer the questions that need answered, hopefully, to some of our players that were very close to Kenny. And whatever the attitude we're supposed to have going into Saturday night, I hope we can get there. I believe we can get there.
Steve, can you share with us any plans that the team has to honor Kenny? And,
I'll talk to the older players and see if there's something we want to do as far as a decal on the helmet or something of that nature. I'll talk to the captains and our older players about that.
Are there plans also to attend the funeral services?
We don't have any information on that yet.
Coach, kind of following up on what Phil just asked, how do you handle a situation like that, honoring a player in a tragic situation, if reports are accurate that the situation was self-inflicted? It's a delicate
Well, I've already explained that our team psychologist, Dr. Malone, will be here, and our team chaplain will be here. So they're professionally more equipped to do that than I am. So we'll let them sort of take over and go from there.
What was your initial reaction to this news?
My initial reaction is something happened funny. If he wasn't here, it's hard to comprehend that he would take his own life. Of course, all of us are saying that right now. We don't know what caused it or exactly how it happened, but it was just hard to figure out. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the ball game. Yeah, let's get back to the ball.
Coach, can you talk about your wide receivers now and how important it is to develop a reliable threat behind Alshon?
Yep, we were sitting in there talking a few minutes ago that Alshon, you got to figure these other teams might start saying they only throw it to Alshon, so we better put about 2 guys on him. But we need to get some of the other receivers more involved. Torrey caught a few last week, and we need to get more of the other guys involved. And but again, we need to complete more passes. But again, we've been winning, so we're not going to throw just for the sake of throwing more passes. We need to do whatever we think gives us the best chance to beat the opponent. We've got excellent running backs, Marcus, Kenny Miles, Brian Maddox. Got 3 real good ones there. And, Brian and Kenny haven't had many carries yet. So it's, football, there's only one ball out there every play. So as coaches, you try to utilize your players the best to win the game, and that's what we're trying to do.
How much?
Everybody can't be the star player every week. It goes around a little bit.
how much of the other wide receivers not getting many balls has to do with that, the fact that you've run the ball more, and how much is it that they're not getting open and doing the things they need to do?
Oh, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. Yeah, everybody's doing okay. We just haven't been a real great passing team. We're not bottom of the league in passing, but we're sort of in the middle, I think, right now. What we've done very well is score some touchdowns in the red zone and make a bunch of third downs. Yeah, we haven't always been all that good in those areas, and those are your crucial areas right there. Score touchdowns when you get down there and convert some third downs. And our quarterbacks have been pretty good scramblers, made a bunch of those third downs.
Coach, you've had some recent success at home, not so much on the road recently. This is the first one of the season. Is your team ready? Is there anything different you want to do with this group going on the road in a very hostile environment?
Well, we've been in loud places before, although we haven't tested our new at the line call the plays up there on the road yet, and we haven't used a silent count yet. So hopefully we can pick up our foot and snap it and stay on side and things like that. We're working on our snaps. TJ's been throwing a bunch of low left ones over here. That's made it tough on the quarterbacks, and we got to get that straightened out. So other than that, it'll be it'll be a challenge doing some things differently as far as the way our offense goes about.